Are you ready? Did you light the candle? Okay, let's start the ritual. Welcome to Intuitively Wild, the podcast. I'm your host, Rachel. This is a space where truth gets its voice back because shame loses its power when we speak to it. Here, we don't skip the hard parts. We sit with them and we learn to hold ourselves inside them. This podcast is ritual in audio form, a way for us to bring intention and intuition back into our everyday. Let's dig into our roots and go deep. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Intuitively Wild, the podcast, and welcome to our monthly ritual of sitting down to talk about our reflections from the month that has passed and our intentions for the month to come. So reflecting on June and setting our intentions for July. I have my favorite co-host, my mom, here with me to do our little ritual, and we're going to do it in our usual structure. So let's get right into it. We are starting with the biggest lesson that we learned from June. Mom, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. Yeah, I think that a big lesson that's coming up for me is that nothing beats being genuine. Like nothing can take away, like being genuine trumps all. You know, like people might get farther faster if they're fake or if they, are pretending to be someone that they're not, or like playing the game or blah, blah, blah. But like being in the end, the truth will out, as Shakespeare says. And being genuine like wins always, and it will get you to where you need to go, and it will bring the right people to you. And if you stay in integrity and true to your values and who you are, like that will get you to, that will help you shape the life that you're meant to live. And I feel like that has been a kind of a guiding light for me and has shown through a lot in June.
It's so funny that you quoted Shakespeare. I think it was Shakespeare in a related meaning who said, "To thine own self be true." I think that was him.
You've got some good quotes.
Yes, but it's so interesting because I was thinking about that quote and I was thinking about how important that is and how important it is throughout your life, and how at this season of my life I find it um the my mother, your grandmother, may she rest in peace, always said that to me. Um, and it is this idea of stay in your own integrity, stay true to your heart, stay true to what your values are. And, you know, things will be as they are, and should be, if you are true to yourself. And it's sometimes challenging because there is pressure all around to think certain things are, to get confused. And and I think I'm always reflecting and um doing self-inquiry. What is my integral truth? And I think that that's a practice that I hold so dear, because as long as I stay true to that practice, I'll be true to myself. I think the rest will flow. So that has been my guiding light this month.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, what do we appreciate about ourselves from this past month? AKA, what are we proud of ourselves for? Um, I mean, kind of following on that theme, I'm proud of myself for for honoring that, and for no matter what comes up, just following my intentions, my intuition. And really, I think for me, a lot of anxiety can come up when I meet people, or just worries about, did they like me? Did they like Intuitively Wild? Did I do this right? Did I do that right? all of this noise, and I can be like, I stayed true to myself. I was genuine. I was in integrity, and the rest will take care of itself. And I'm proud of myself. I appreciate myself. That I think, I've had a lot of people ask me like in random, like, what's your favorite thing about yourself, or like what, or something along the. I'm a very genuine person. I think that that's actually like something I can say with a lot of confidence, and that I really appreciate about myself. Like I just am, like, everything I say with, and everything I say and everything I do it all with such pure intentions. And I think I used to like hesitate from saying that or like owning that because um, I've been, I don't know, just have been always been taught that like you shouldn't be like, that's like brag. I don't know, like something like you need to be more self-effacing and whatever. But like, no, I like really am just a very genuine person. Um, so that's what I appreciate about myself. And I feel like I've just owned that a lot this month, um, and held on to that when doubts about other things come up.
Absolutely. I just would like to say, if it's okay, two things. One, my self appreciation is very much along those lines, and you and I have not. We have not been doing our exercise lately, so people should know that this was not in any way, you know, talked about
When my mom
beforehand.
says our exercise, we often will do this practice daily, with ourselves, and we haven't been doing that as regularly this past month. So we have not talked. I mean, we talk every day, and like catch up every day, but we haven't done this specific ritual, um, and so we have not talked about
So
our
it's
thoughts.
extra interesting that's kind of what I appreciate. But I also want you to know, as your mom, that from probably in utero, but certainly from babyhood on until probably it's a whole nother conversation when the pressures of the external world became louder. Um, you you have always been true to a true unique wildflower, and it's been one of the most gorgeous things to
Okay.
celebrate.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
so there have been this month, stopgaps when I've had to take a breath and wrestle with decisions, and old relics of people pleasing were seeping in and taking me away from my integrity. And I had to really, um, I had to really stay firm and true to my own self and live in my integrity. Sometimes it to the discomfort of others and myself, but ultimately to the, you know, tremendous satisfaction and overall fulfillment of who I am, because I also so pride myself on being authentic. And sometimes it's been hard. And so I've been really conscious of that. And it has been hard at times. And but I've tried to prevail. And so I appreciate that. I'm working on that. And I think, sort of I see it happening more and more in my own life, and that makes me appreciate myself.
Mm. And then what are we grateful for from this last month? I think I was able to have several moments this past month and like really see the life I'm building for myself, like the community that I've been creating here, the friends that I've made, the routine that I've had, um, and just be overwhelmed with such immense gratitude because it's the type of, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say I'm where I want to be in any of these pockets of life yet, but it's the lifestyle and the community and the routine that I've wanted, that I've been working for towards for a very long time. And so to feel like I'm creating, to really see how I am creating that for myself, um, yeah, I'm really, really grateful. And especially grateful. I mean, I just coming off the summer solstice celebration, like I think I was able to look around and see everyone who was there, but especially the other 6 vendors who um, agreed to be there with me. Like it, it's just the kind of community. Like I just love every single one of them. I'm so grateful for every single one of them, and just to have them in my like this space that I created and that I've worked so hard for, and this community that I'm building. Yeah, I'm really grateful for it. And I'm really excited for what's to come. So
I'm
you're
so proud of you. Um, so in terms of gratitude, so I think about June kind of sort of characteristically as a month of like transitions, beginnings, endings. It has, it's marked by a lot of those kinds of milestones. And I think in the past, I've focused so much on the endings and how difficult endings are for me. Um, and I really feel like, I guess this is part of also what I appreciate, but I'm also very grateful. I appreciate that I've been able to embrace more of the beginnings and the changes in an exciting way, and I have gratitude for that, for the opportunity to see things through fresh perspectives, and yeah, just new opportunities. And I mean, I could speak a lot about that, but I'm grateful for the fact that with change and with transitions comes, you know, the I guess the gift of new beginnings. So I'm excited. I'm grateful for that. I'm looking forward to more of that.
mm. Okay, biggest thing I'm releasing from June. I mean, I think I touched on it a bit, but just like this, the worry about, how are people perceiving me? How, like, what are people's judgments around the business? Like, what are people misunderstanding? Like, just all these anxieties and like, yeah, fear of people misunderstanding or
Mm.
making assumptions or yeah, or just it's less about people judging me in the business because if you come and you really understand what it is and it's not for you, then that's totally fine. Like it's not for you. I think my
Right?
anxieties is around people like misunderstanding,
Yeah.
or just like not even giving it, just like seeing, walking past the door and being like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And I think a lot like, and that's not in my head. Like a lot of people are doing that. Um, and so, yeah, I think I'm just trying to let go of what I can't control. Like I'm doing everything I can to like
Mhm.
figure out how to explain it to people and get it out there and like get the, you know, do all the things and again show up as genuine and as best I can, and the rest is out of my control. So I'm releasing the desire to control things that I can't around how people perceive me in the business.
Mhm. Yeah. It's beautiful. And I'm releasing, it's related to that. But when I was talking before about, you know, staying true to myself, even when there's a pull to people please, that pull's still there and it leaves me with an uneasiness at times. And I'm trying to release that and feel more of a sense of that appreciation we talk about of ourselves, or empowerment, or there are many ways of describing it: increased confidence, increased awareness of how important it is to be true to yourself. So to release all the noise that interferes with that, which some of it is, this fear of being misunderstood or something that I've done or said being misconstrued. That has been a through line. Like that's been an anxiety throughout my life that I just, am I being adequately and thoroughly understood? And, the truth is, maybe not, but as long as I proceed and move forward from a place of um, integrity and honesty and intentionality, then that is all that really matters.
Hmm.
So
Guess we're on
I
the
love
same.
how this is, we're at such different stages in our life. And I think it's just so, it's just so wonderful when we connect like this, which is almost all the time.
You mean when we're on the same, when we're moving
Yeah,
through similar things?
but like with these very profound, I think,
Hmm.
values and just dealing with them, um, in our separate lives, but our interconnected life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I think also collectively, I mean, I won't go down this rabbit hole too much, but I just think that if you don't start to wake up to the fact that like being yourself is your superpower, you're you're digging yourself into a hole because with like AI and like all these other things, like we don't need more like cookie cutter. We don't need more of the same. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, and we don't need anyway, I could go on
Yes.
that little tangent, but I will not. I just, yeah. So I think collectively also it's a theme that's showing up for a lot of people.
I think so. I see
So
it in my work also. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Biggest intention for July. Um, for me, what's coming up is confidence, clarity, and connection. Um, and to be so connected to myself and so clear on who I am, and then to walk through the world confident because of that clarity and connection. And to just let that lead everything else. And yeah, not let anything disconnect me from that, not let anything kind of like get me down. Just I know who I am and I know what I'm doing and I'm confident. I keep thinking about um, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this story I put up of this bear that was in my driveway. And
Oh, yes, I saw that story with my
um,
knees shaking and my heart racing.
no, I love the bears. Anyway, so I was in my doorway taking a video of this bear, and Theo was barking his head off, and the bear was so unfazed. Like he just knocked over my trash can and was just like doing his thing, and like I was talking about this with my therapist and just like reflecting on like bear energy because I feel like everything's a message, everything's a sign and a symbol, and this bear just had such no fucks given energy. Like he's just doing his thing and he didn't care like what external noise was happening. Like he was on his journey. And that's me right now. I'm channeling the bear.
That's quite amazing. That's quite
So,
amazing. So my so the winter, I love winter, that people listening to us together may know by now. But there was a lot of heaviness, and there still is in the world. We live in the world, and um it's really hard to to quiet all the noise. Um and it's been, you know, it's been a lot to carry. And I would like to approach July with more of a lightness
mm,
and to embody joy, which I know is one of the um, themes at Intuitively Wild for the summer. But I really feel like it's not a luxury. Like I can't fully process all the, serious, important, but heaviness of the world. I can't give it the attention I do need to give it and integrate it in a thoughtful manner unless I also make space for joy.
Mm.
And so I am moving into July with an intention of embodying joyfulness, playfulness, remembering. Uh, I'm always very nostalgic, but summertime just brings back experiences in childhood that were just filled with joy, and trying to embody that and bring it into my life now. My at this season, double entendre there, the
Mm.
season and the season of my life.
Beautiful. Okay, rapid fire if you have. I'm thinking we could do something fun. Share your favorite book, song, movie slash TV show from June. Does anything come up for you? I have to look at my Goodreads for this book.
Boy, I gotta remember. Um, did I read The Correspondent in June? No. Theo of Golden. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm loving it.
Oh, we haven't talked about that yet. I read that too.
I know you did. Um, did I
Mm.
see a movie? I mean, I saw the movie Remarkably Bright Creatures based on the book. The book was one of my favorite books from a few years ago. The movie's lovely. I didn't love it as much as the book, but it's a lovely movie. And I can't think of right now, rapid fire, any other movie that gave me more of a sort of life affirming feeling.
Hmm. Music.
Or the other things, songs. I just go back to, I don't know any really,
Doesn't need to be new, just something you
yeah,
enjoyed in July.
yeah,
I mean, in
yeah,
June.
in June. I really enjoyed listening to my folk music, my Joni Mitchell, my Judy Collins, my James Taylor. I have set in my car folks music stations, and I look forward to that on my trips up to High Falls. And you go now. I I haven't watched many. If you have any good recommendations for any streaming shows, I'd love to hear them because I haven't really been watching too many.
Well, I'm not sure my rec will be your vibe, but let's see. For book, I'm gonna say um, Phoebe Berman's gonna lose it. I don't know if you would like you. I wouldn't recommend this to you, Mom. I'm just sharing like my favorite book for the month. It's a new book. It was very, very good. I also gave you, Mom, the Mother Lode. I finished that this month too. It's a memoir, and that was very good. Um,
Yeah, I'm looking
and
forward to that.
yeah, music. I'm sorry. I've never listened to Olivia Rodrigo before this album, but her newest album, it's so good.
Yes, and you
So,
you messaged me that it's on my must listen list.
yeah,
Okay,
one song in particular. I won't go into the details of why I told you to listen to it on this podcast,
right.
but everyone
Yes.
everyone should listen. And show, I mean, my favorite show from June was probably Off Campus. Um, I don't think you. I mean, maybe I don't know.
I
But
have a broad palette.
right. Um, yeah, I think other than Farmer Wants a Wife, which I watched in June, that was really I think all I watched. So those are my recs. In
Well,
July,
I have a sorry to interrupt. I just realized one thing. Can I recommend something?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so for people who have watched Peaky Blinders, talk about intense
Mm.
and heavy duty, but an excellent, I think, series. So they culminated it with a movie. It's a lot. It's not but it's very, very well done. And then watch Remarkably Bright Creatures to kind of as an antidote to it because it's very heavy duty and sad, but really, really beautifully acted. And um, I think it really honors the story that they told in Peaky Blinders.
Mm. And the last thing I was going to say is that Gracie Abrams is coming out with a new album in July, and I am so excited. And that's all for me.
Okay, yeah, this was great. Well, I'm really looking forward to July.
Very
And I
exciting
can't,
things. You should come to Intuitively Wild, come to our mother and daughter circle, come to our next edition of Healing Through Conversation. And, we also have our monthly new moon circles and full moon circles, and we have a new woman circle this month, and um, so many things, so many things. So it's
yes.
very exciting. And
I'm
then,
taking up residence, you know. Rachel's getting me a cot so I can just sleep there. I'm only kidding. But there's a lot of beautiful things
okay,
going on.
we're going to be done now. Um, thank you all so much for listening. I love to hear.
Thank you, everybody.
I love to hear all of your reflections and your intentions. If you have any book, movie, show recs, or anything you're looking forward to in July, and I really hope to see you in person at Intuitively Wild, or message me on Instagram, email me. Love to hear from you.
And
Um,
also for the healing through conversation, if anybody has things that are, you know, they feel they'd like to talk about.
Yeah, if you have any themes that you think would be really helpful for you, or any offers that you are really interested in seeing at Into the Wild, I would love, love, love to hear, or podcast conversations you would want to hear. If you're not local, I'd love to hear that as well. So, yeah, and if you want to like or comment on the podcast, share it with someone, that would be lovely. Okay, we're done. Thank you all so, so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Intuitively Wild, the podcast. I hope it helped deepen your connection to yourself, sparked some insights, and inspired you to live intuitively wild. If you enjoyed this podcast, it would mean so much to me if you would share it with others and leave a rating and review. And please reach out to me. I would love to connect with you. I will see you next time for more magic.